So I want to explain to you why Donald Trump's incredibly historically low polling numbers are actually even a better thing than you may think. And it's not just about Schadenfreude, although that is very fun as well. And it bears repeating just because I find it really fun to repeat that his polling numbers at this point in his presidency are lower than any other presidents since World War II. And when you say, oh, well, who at World War II time was the president who was even worse? There was none. It's just that that's when polling started. So let that make you feel good just on its own, but I'm going to tell you another reason it's a really good thing. First of all, the longer Trump's numbers stayed down, and they will, there is almost no possibility that they are going to go up unless he pulls a complete U-turn on the economy, and even then, I'm not sure he can repair the damage at this point. So his polling numbers are going to stay this low and likely continue to go lower as he continues to abuse, ignore, and kick to the side the Constitution and the rule of law. As his polling numbers go down, he may not be directly electorally affected, but guess who will be? All of the members of Congress on the Republican side who are up for re-election next year. And those of them who are in even relatively purple districts are going to start to say, I've got to distance myself or I'm going to lose my job next year. That's going to make them less likely to blindly support his very destructive, very cruel policies, and that is a good thing for us. And finally, it's worth noting what this great Paul Krugman piece says, which is that most of the authoritarians who have done the most damage in history started out with economic reforms that carried the country out of an economic depression or a downturn. Trump is doing exactly the opposite. He took a country that was the envy of the world from an economic standpoint, and he's trashing that economy. He's destroying it, maybe permanently. That is not going to give people any tolerance at all for the other dictator-like things he wants to do. So for him to be successful as a dictator, he needs to be doing great on the economy, and he's doing the opposite. He's weak. He's a weakened president, and he's going to stay weak because he sucks, and also because Americans can finally see it in a way that many of us have seen it for a very long time. Not to say I told you so, but we kind of did. Anyway, things are still awful, but I just thought you would like to know that he's weak, he's really hemorrhaging support, and in the long run, that's a very good thing for democracy, for elections next year, and generally just for our, sense of there being some kind of justice in the world.